difference L1 minus L2 in column 3, in my list 3, and I have plotted the histograph and the box plot, and we can see that the distribution is roughly symmetrical and there are no outliers. Okay, so from that graph, the distribution is roughly symmetrical. And no outliers. And this is the difference in depression scores. Caffeine minus placebo. Okay, and I have also graphed the normal probability. So the normal probability plot is roughly linear as well. So for this portion in our planning, I examined the data, and the data is roughly symmetrical. And has no outliers. The normal probability plot is roughly linear. So we should be safe using T procedures. All right, so now we're going to do our t-test on our calculator. We will do a t-test, so stat tests, and number 2 is the t-test. We will use our data. Our mean, null hypothesis mean is 0. I'm using L3, and our alternative hypothesis is less than the mean is less than the that for the null hypothesis. And so then we were going to calculate. And so we can see that our mean is there. There's our t-value, p, x bar, and sx. So I will enter that in. So what I need to make sure I report in my do is x bar equals negative 7.364. Standard deviation for the sample is 6.918. Our test statistic is t equals negative 3.530, and our p-value is 0.0027. So in our conclusion, we once again need to compare the p-value that we arrived at to our significance level. And so, since the p-value of approximately 0.003 is less than our significance level, of 0.05. Now I'd like you to think, what was the situation? Here we're saying that it is less likely to get a p-value than the significance level we're looking at. So in this case, we reject the null hypothesis. And conclude that depriving our subjects of caffeine caused an increase in depression scores. Right. Okay, so this concludes our lesson on section 9.3. On the bottom of the last sheet, you have the assigned questions to do. We will have some time in class on Thursday to work on this. Make sure you've finished the questions from section 9.2. Have a good day.